Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Vampire the Masquerade. I'm your player's Kelvin, and joining me today is Craftlol.
Hi guys.
Yes. So, as the viewers at home might have guessed, we're doing a series of one-on-one sessions by now, especially considering there's been 4 before this video. Alright, so, we're going to jump right on into things. It is December 23rd. 2 days following the party. You returned home to your manor with, actually before Keegan, your sire. He made a stop off at a local brothel, as he does, to partake in the lovely tracts of land of some blonde women.
Yeah, it was some blood. I understand.
Yeah. So in the meantime, we go back to your mansion. Unfortunately, the night following the party, your sire suffered an attempt on his life.
Wow. It was unexpected.
Yeah. Currently, for the most part, he's laying bedridden with a mysterious strain of tuberculosis that apparently can infect vampires.
Did he eat something bad?
Perhaps.
Sounds like
He's keeping pretty tight-lipped about it.
Oh. I'm his child. He should tell me more.
Yeah, well.
He embraced me for a reason, right?
Yeah. That said, so, you will need to spend a blood point to wake up tonight.
Of course.
Good. Alright. And so, there is concerns.
Okay. How should I try to help Keegan or find a cure for him, or I have concerns, or more like my own concerns?
Well, it's more of people are concerned about you.
Why? I am very nice. I haven't done anything bad.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you're very influential in the church.
Is that a problem for some people?
Well, not. It's more so that the church people are concerned about you.
Do they know that I'm a vampire?
No. But you're basically a bishop who's, well, not quite a bishop, but you're a priest who's never been seen at mass.
Oh. That might be a problem. Yeah, my uncle, if you read, yeah, my bad.
You need to speak up, Craftlol, don't mumble.
Okay, my biography, are we taking my background into this too? No, the one I wrote.
Yeah, it's on the screen right now.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's but my uncle is probably dead by now.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Yep.
And my own family, I don't know what they did. Should be fine.
Yeah, so it's a slight problem.
Well, I can't really go to mass, can I? Because it's usually during the morning.
Yeah, it's traditionally church mass is held at 10 a.m. Long after sunrise.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Damn, I should
But
move
there are
north.
opportunities to avoid such things. For example, a Christmas Eve mass is often held.
That sounds good.
Which, usually is held somewhere in the evening, 7 to 9 p.m. area. And, there is some talk about your impiety for not attending the masses. No one's really, straight up accusing you of vampirism yet, but unfortunately, due to your close proximity to the hunters, it's probably only a matter of time.
How do you shake off hunter suspicions then? Would I have to start going to more masses or get a double? That might be good.
Yeah, a body double might work, although you'd need a Zemasi's help to actually get that to go.
Oh. So you can't just go
Unfortunately.
out in the crowd and look, or like get your son to do it, because I seem to have a son.
Mm-hmm. It's rather hard.
Okay.
Because there's a chance that people know what you look like.
Well, if they look close enough to me, people won't be that suspicious, will they?
Mm.
Also, I've been gone for like a few years, haven't I? I haven't been there
Yes.
that often, which is why they are so suspicious. So I could have changed, gone on a holy pilgrimage to some holy site. You never know.
Yep.
Right?
Usual, but nonetheless, you are effectively a member of the Catholic Church. Who hasn't been seen at Mass in months, you know?
Also, can I really be a priest? Because I do have a child. Like a, blood child. If you say it like that.
Well,
and I was married.
I mean, to be
for a
fair,
while,
like, you've used your more so vampiric influence to become a priest.
Oh, okay, yeah. From my uncle made me a priest, and then
Yeah. You more or less kind of got there more so through various ties and connections. The fact is that you aren't married, so
anymore.
Yeah. It's good enough, really.
They should become more orthodox, then it would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Orthodox priests are allowed to marry.
Yeah. Well, either way.
So, what do you want me to do? Should I try and convince them of some kind of evening? I should probably go to like a church and see if there are like evening masses in close proximity to these days, right? See if I can just go and sign up, take one of those.
I can't even understand you at all right now.
all right.
There you go. That's speaking clearly now.
I should try and go to the church and see if there are any evening masses, today or tomorrow or in the next week, just to show my face a bit, right?
Yeah. Remember, while you may not necessarily be properly, I guess, like I say, a proper Catholic priest, your title is more a little honorary than anything, but nonetheless, you're expected to at least make appearances every now and again.
Yes, and that I should.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you're going to head to the church in Kloisterneberg.
That's right. That's close to my mansion, right? Or is my mansion outside of town?
Yeah, you live with your sire right now, so.
Doesn't he live with me though? If me by my biography, he just moved into my house because it was so nice.
Yeah, it is what it is, but.
Yeah, I know.
Either way, you're at the same location. You two can work out whose house it is.
Alright.
That ain't my business. Alright. So, you head into town from your estate just outside the town, and Kloisterneberg is a relatively small town with just over 1,000 population. So, it's really only got about 3 churches.
Can I try and roll, or do I have any background information on all the 3 churches to see which one would most likely have a hunter in it and not have a hunter in it? Without going to the wrong church.
Well, I mean, either way, you're not likely to run into a hunter in a small town like this.
I know, but you never know.
Yeah.
I might have bad luck.
Yeah, a lot of people have been having bad luck in these sessions, so.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, it would be best to, be cautious, you're right. And... Alright. So, you know that there are three churches. None of them are going to have hunters. I can basically tell you that now. Simply because of the size of the town. Vampires are generally drawn to more metropolitan areas. And generally speaking, you and Keegan have both been able to keep a pretty solidly low profile. So there's no real reason for hunters to be out here.
Okay, so...
Especially not with an amazing amount of vampiric activity over the last 2 days because of some of your idiot coaching mates. Trust me when I say all the hunters are in Vienna right now.
Okay, that sounds good for me.
Yeah.
Right for them.
Like, that's how I could just be like, there are definitely no hunters. That's how I can definitely say there are no hunters. So, there are, as we were talking about, the three churches. One is run by Father Jerome, another by Father Han, and finally one by Father Maurer.
Which one of them is the most pious?
Father Jerome is widely regarded as the most pious, as he's a little bit firebrandy. You know, he is the man who, you know, throws stones even though he himself has not, even though he himself has sinned.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
But, so he's very convicted? No, what's the word?
He has great conviction, yes.
Yeah, great conviction, yes. Maybe I shouldn't go to his church. What about the other church or fathers, priests?
Father Han is considered to be a lovely old gentleman. He is about 85 now. Really quite well lived, actually. And, you know, he's a scholar of the Bible of sorts. He tries to be closest to Jesus. He's the accepting and forgiving one.
And the last one? Yeah, I get it.
Father Maurer. You don't really know much about him. He is new, I guess you could say.
Newly promoted or newly, like he moved in recently?
Newly promoted and moved in. From the Diocese of Vienna. He was appointed after the death of the last priest.
And that priest died naturally, right?
It would so seem.
That's hard choice. I don't know. Father Jerome is a bit crazy, it seems. Throwing stones. Father Han. I think I'm.
I hope you didn't take the throwing stones things literally.
Oh no, I didn't.
Okay, good. I was just making a biblical reference.
I know. He would be. Yeah, he would be.
Okay, good.
No, he's more like a guy who would go out burning witches if he could, right?
Yeah.
Father Jerome. That's the kind of guy he is. And Father Han is a scholarly. Let's go to the new guy. He seems like he wouldn't be too very convicted. Have a great conviction to the church yet.
Yeah. Alright. So, you arrive out front a modest church on the southern side of town. And that's... It's made of stone. It's got your usual... what are the roof tiles made out of? Asphalt? Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm blanking out on what the roof tiles are made out of, but they're your pretty standard tiles. Actually, this wasn't Sarah. They might actually be made out of clay. But all right, we'll keep rolling with it. And you know, there's a standard church bell in front of it. And as you enter the church, you can see it's potentially a little bit on the underfunded side. You know, everything is a bit dusty. Indeed, you can see one of the pews has been hastily repaired.
Shouldn't there be somebody, cleaning it? Or
You'd
is it only Father Jerome there and his helpers?
Well, it's Father Maurer.
Father Mao, right? Father Mao. Mixing them up. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would so seem that the church is not super well taken care of. Yes. So yes, you just sort of walk along the row of pews, looking at it, going, Even by like your standards, this is a like a poorly taken care of church. The confession box is empty, and there's no one at the pulpit.
Mm-hmm. So they're all. So Father Jerome, Father Mauer's probably inside, right?
There is probably
his office.
He is in the back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and greet him, right? Or is there anybody else inside right now?
Yeah,
Did I see nobody?
The church is eerily quiet.
That doesn't sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Might be good, but I'm not very hungry right now, so it's not really good. But let me go and see if he's inside at least.
Yeah. Alright, you head back and come to a solid wooden door. You hear some voices behind it.
Could I try and... So I can't try and listen to...
No, you can try.
Okay. Do I roll for that, or do I just put my head to the...
Yeah, you put your head... you put your ear to the door and make a perception alertness check.
Alright, difficulty 6, right?
Difficulty is 7.
Zero successes, damn it.
Yeah, no luck for you, unfortunately. The voices are too muffled for you to make out.
Then I'll just knock. Yes.
Alright, as you knock, the voices come more or less to a halt. And then a few seconds later, a kindly old man, about 50 years old, opens the door. He's got a thinned hairline, and his hair is, turning is sort of black, sort of gray, somewhere in between.
So I guess it's Father Hahn.
Yes. He opens the door and says, "Yes, can I help you?"
And I respond with a greeting and saying, and asking about... I was going to show my perspective to ask about...
Speak up.
I'm thinking, what should I ask him? I respond with a polite greeting, a normal priest greeting, and ask if there's any masses that I can take that are in the evening, or like if I could look at the schedule for the masses. Right, they're called masses, right?
Yes. I liked your first attempt at the question. Are there any masses I can take?
Yeah, like I'm like, what? No, that's bad.
This isn't a university class. Good try though.
I'm gonna go look at the schedule for them. Not ask them directly, just see if there's anything available that I could take. Because if I ask, could I take an evening mass? It sounds a bit suspicious, wouldn't it?
So you ask about the mass schedule over the next few days for Christmas. Oh, and Father Jerome, his look of suspicion that he kind of had, like who comes to a church at like 10 p.m., right? Kind of look.
Yeah.
And that sort of changes over to a more innocent and more priestly demeanor as he goes, "Of course, my child."
Do any of the priests know me? I should have asked that before, but do any of them know me?
Well, the other two potentially would have.
Yeah, Father Han would have, but Father Mauer wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
But Father Han is with Father Mauer right now, isn't he?
Well, you walk in and you see a few gentlemen, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in some concerning garb.
What concerning garb for me?
Well, you know, they've got wide-brimmed hats. They're wearing long coats.
Inquisition clothes?
And they have vests with leather straps that it doesn't take too much to figure that they are concealing several firearms.
Oh, fuck. That doesn't sound good. They're probably hunters, right?
You might want to make a wits masquerade check right about now.
God damn it. Difficulty of
Difficulty 6.
2 successes. Thank God.
Mhm. Well, unfortunately, this is a contested roll against the hunters.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm. Good news, in events of tie, you win.
That's good for me.
Yeah. So, you're okay. You're under an extreme quantity of stress, at least, as you can't help but notice that these are definitely hunters.
Yeah, I understand why it would be stressed.
Yeah. You just sort of, nod to them. And, Father Mauer just sort of walks over to his desk, picks up a piece of paper, and brings it back over and hands it to you.
Wasn't I talking to Father Han though?
No. You
Didn't
went
you
to
say
the new
that
church.
before?
Father Mauer.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I did, but didn't Father Han open the door?
I might
Because
have
it was an old
misspoke.
man. Yes.
I might have misspoken to Father Han. Now, Father Mauer is about 50. Father Han is about 80.
Okay, then I understand.
Yeah. You might have misunderstood my description.
Yes. But
Mhm.
because I asked, is it Father Han then? Because he seemed very old. And then
No,
you said,
it's...
responded yes. So I was like, oh,
Yeah, I
what the hell is he
misspoke on
doing
that.
here?
Yeah, terribly sorry. No, it's Father Mauer.
Okay, but all the priests are here, right? If the hunters are also here.
Nope. It's just Father Mauer.
Damn it! I should have gone to the
Anyway,
old man.
as he hands you the mass schedule, you note that there is, Sunday school, regular Sunday mass, and there is a lovely 9 p.m. scheduled Christmas Eve mass.
And it's empty, right? So I can take it. Or is there a name on it?
Well, it was planned to be by Father Mauer.
Can I ask if I could take it then? No, make a very charming and nice, questioning him like that.
I see.
Very nicely.
Well, you actually go to pull out your priest collar. There's a with priests, there's a thing that they wear under the collar.
Yeah,
The
I know.
black strap with a little white thing. You
Yeah.
move to pull that out of your pocket to demonstrate that you are in fact also a serving lay member of the Catholic Church.
Yes.
And
Shouldn't
he
he have-
says,
Okay.
"Oh, I didn't know I was among a brother of the faith here." And he says, "Tell me, what can I call you?"
Frederick von Vals. And I'm gonna
Father
leave out the
Vals.
font. Should I have the font because it's nobility, so I should leave it out? Seem
Well,
more
in the
humble?
case of church, you would not have Von. You would be to him, Brother Vals.
Okay, so I should have responded with Brother Vals. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Frederick Vals.
Frederick
nice.
Vals, and he nods, and he says, "I see. Well, welcome to my humble steeple." And he sort of looks over at the Inquisition, who are eyeing you with, interest. And they ask, "Do you mind if we ask you a few questions, Brother Valls?"
That would be fine.
Hmm.
I am not very busy right now.
Excellent, glad to hear it. Alright. So, they respond with, "Walk and talk with us."
But wasn't I supposed to take the schedule?
And
I
he
asked back.
looks over and the Inquisition member looks over at the father and nods and says, "Yes, of course, you can lead the Christmas Eve Mass. I'd be honored."
Thank you. Let's walk then.
Mm-hmm. So the Inquisition members, all three of them, sort of join you steadily walking out of the priest's office and down from the raised portion at the end of the church, down to the pews.
Yes.
Where they start talking and says, "Tell me, Brother Valls, have you seen any interesting activity in the city lately?"
In the city, you mean the? You mean the capital, right?
No, Klosternerberg.
Oh, close to Nürnberg, in the city. Shouldn't be asking the town. No, actually, I've been sick lately, so I've been sitting home.
Yes, I've been told there's a rather interesting virulent strain of tuberculosis going around here.
Oh, can you tell me more, please?
And they sort of look around and be like, and sort of look at you. "Tell me, what were you sick with?"
Oh, just a normal cough, I would say. Nothing special. I am fine right now.
Hmm.
Thank you for asking. Being polite and all. Because I'm a priest.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, we are members of an organization within the church, he says.
Or the Society of Leopold. Okay, I can't know that. No, that's meta knowledge. I shouldn't be asking that.
Well, they're not. First off, the Society of Leopold isn't here.
Okay.
So,
And I should-
hilariously, you're failing to use meta knowledge, but good try.
Okay. Well, I only know about Society of Leopold. So, probably failing.
Anyway.
Okay, well, fine.
The man sort of pulls out a declaration signed by the Emperor himself, actually, as he unscrolls it before you.
Oh, he's probably part of that Emperor organization you told us about.
Yeah, you're sort of aware that this exists at this point. That there is a group of church-based hunters who are sanctioned by the Imperial Throne, who ever since the assassination have been acutely aware that vampires exist. So the declaration effectively states that their identities are irrelevant to you, your interests, and that failure to answer their questions is the equivalent of treason, as they carry with them the word of the Emperor himself.
But aren't I part of the Catholic Church, so I'm under the Pope, not the Emperor?
Welcome to the 1800s. That's not the case.
Oh, yeah.
If you'd said that in 1000, congratulations, you would have just started a crisis. In fact, I'm pretty certain that is what started a crisis back then.
Wow. Yeah. Shit.
You know? So, yeah, no. Unfortunately, you're effectively still a servant of the Empire.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And that
So do they have
anything
any-
and everything that they tell you is absolute secrecy. And it's to never be mentioned to anyone.
okay.
Mm-hmm. And so they begin to question you. Just outside the south side of town, there is a rather large estate that we believe at this point belongs to a Mr. Eric Fouche.
That's my estate, isn't it?
Do you say that?
No.
Okay.
But that is my estate. It's it. Okay, I'll look questionably and say yes.
Do you know Mr. Foosh?
I don't know what to respond now. Damn.
Sorry, could you speak up?
I'm contemplating what I should respond. Because if I say I do, because they seem very interested in him, it's probably... They probably know that he's a vampire by now, don't they? Or that he's at least under suspicion.
Yeah, maybe.
But if I say I don't know him, where do I say I live? Could I just... Yeah, I could just probably lie to them about that, can't I? But they probably know where I live. I'll just say I do know him. As an acquaintance.
I see.
Let's go with that.
And I have to ask, have you ever seen a Mr. Foosh out in sunlight?
I have only met him a few times, and that was often during dinner. So no. There were evening dinners, yes. But I haven't met him too often, so I couldn't be sure. But personally, no.
Alright, they seem to whisper, they seem to basically just sort of have a turn around and, you know, do the old arms on each other's shoulders whisper for a moment.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Could I try and listen to their conversation by rolling again?
Yep.
Perception and alertness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty of what?
Difficulty 6.
Yes!
Alright. You managed to make out a fair bit of their conversation. He goes, yep, alright, that's another one. At this point, we can be pretty damn sure that he's a vampire. Yep. Alright.
Fuck.
Out of this, you had the most advantageous position to lie to them. And you straight up sold them out.
I don't know if
because you were afraid of telling lies.
Well, you know what? They,
God damn it, Craftlol. We're off the rails at this point if you're interested to know, by the way. Because I figured for sure that you would be smart enough to vouch that it's like, yeah, no, he's totally not a vampire.
But
hang on, I have to throw out the rest of the story I had prepared for today, because it turns out you've managed to facilitate a new crisis. Keegan, unfortunately your sire, is currently bedridden with a terrible disease and cannot defend himself.
Fuck, I need to go.
And you just sent 3 armed hunters after him.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm new to this. I didn't know.
I know, it's perfectly fine. It happens. It's just... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, we're off the rails. We're off the rails, man. I did not prepare for this. Oh, fuck.
Well, you made me scared of them, man.
That was the point. I was supposed to make you scared of them. I was trying to make you crack under pressure. I just never thought you actually would.
God. Well,
all right.
Are they going to continue questioning, or did they just leave?
Well, now that we're done having a good laugh about
no,
what
because I could like say to them and point them to another. I do know other vampires, right? In
Cloister Newburgh? No, it's just you and Keegan. You two are the only vampires in the town.
Well, can I... How many people have they questioned to get to know that he's actually a vampire?
Who
because
knows?
He doesn't seem to... I don't know who he's interacted with, that's the problem. Because if I could point him to another person that could help him out...
Well, maybe you should continue listening to their conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Alright, so before you continue your line of thought, you continue listening to the conversation. It's like, yeah, that tip paid off. Alright. Looks like we got a big in here. We'll have no problems with him. Alright, we'll attack at dawn. And they sort of like come back to you, and they bow. And they say, thank you, father. We have business we must attend to, unfortunately. We'll be leaving. They, smile warmly and begin to walk their way down the pews out of the church.
Do I know who Keegan knows in this town?
You might be acquainted with a few of them. You've met, for example, Frederick von Kolm.
But people that Keegan has met in Klosterberg, or has he only met me?
He's probably met a few people, but you probably wouldn't be super knowing.
Could I? Because isn't that the Val's estate you're going to right now? Because I would guess it would be the Val's estate and not, Eric von Fuchs estate. Eric Fuchs estate.
Wait, are you asking that to the Inquisitors?
No, I'm asking you. You should, is that my estate or is it Keegan's estate? Because I really didn't need to know that. Because if it's his estate, then I can't send him, point him to my family and tell them to ask him if they've seen him.
I'm pretty certain, based on the fact that Keegan has the resources to have that house and you don't, it's his. He probably purchased it from you due to your noble family's destitution.
Okay, yeah.
If I had to take a guess.
But do my family still live there, though?
No.
Okay, they live in another house. Because they have met Keegan, right? The maids and
most certainly.
Servants.
But there's a difference between, casually met and know he's a vampire.
Yeah, but they probably have seen him in, not daylight, but during the day. Haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Or vampires are usually asleep, but
vampires should have been asleep during the day.
But there should have been situations where he might not have been.
Either way, it appears there's 3 hunters, and they're now heading to your home. Well, they will be gone.
Okay, so I need to go there.
Yes.
Oh God, I'm sorry, Keegan. I am.
Oh dear. So, your immediate reaction is to try and return home and warn Keegan.
No, I think I need to get some help to defend him because he's really screwed. I can't defend him because I'm a venture. Do I know anybody that's very strong in combat that I can try and get so that he can help me escort Keegan out of there?
Well, Keegan does have several armed guards.
And the
He's
car,
basically
right?
Small militia on call.
Could I take him to my house and hide him there, or do I need to go to somewhere far away?
Where is your house?
It's probably in Cloister too, right?
Yeah.
I guess. No, I don't really know. I haven't
Well,
really
you
looked
have
at
3
it.
resources.
Would it be, in the same town?
Yeah, it would be. You have
So let's
3
just go with
resources.
that. Yeah. So let's just go with
Yeah,
nice house
you
there.
have a you have a not an estate so much as you do have a country home or something somewhere. Probably not too far out of town.
But it's very far away from Keegan's house.
Mm.
As far as it can be, by being close proximity to the same town.
Mm-hmm.
Or could I just put my house on the other side of the river? That is a river, right? Or am I just
Yeah,
crazy?
that is the Danube.
Yeah, so I could just put it in Korneberg. Or is there a... Yeah, there's a bridge.
There is a bridge, yes.
So I could put my house could be there, and I take him over to the river to that side. That would be
That is
pretty
a
safe.
potential option.
But he has armed guards. We have cars too, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I do that, will I blow my cover? Do I send a message to him, telling him to get to my estate right now, and just because there are hunters after, and not go there personally? Because if I go there personally, they might be shadowing me. I don't know what they're doing. So I'm not gonna rush to Keegan's house. I'm gonna rush back home and tell him, get out
How
of
do
it
you
now.
send this message?
How do vampires send messages?
Well, you're gonna have to figure that out yourself.
Damn it. I heard Raven
Unfortunately,
before.
unless you have something like telepathy, your means are pretty much the same as that if you were mortal.
Oh, some letters, and that's really bad. Could I send a servant to... No. I don't want to send one of my servants. But I don't want to try and, make a normal mortal do my... Okay, I go and send one of my servants to tell him to do that. To like go home, write a letter really fast, telling him there are 3 hunters on their way to your house. They will attack at dawn. Get out of there as fast as possible, and then send the man on a horse to his house. I don't go home, to my house. I go I write it in the church because there should be no letters and paper there. So I write it in the church, and then okay, let's go with my home as being in Klosterberg, because if it's in Korneberg on the other side of the river, that's gonna be hard to get there fast.
Alright.
So I go home.
Yeah.
I wake up a servant, give him a letter, and make him go.
Alright.
How long would that take? An hour or so?
Yeah, roughly about 2 by the time the servant gets back.
By the time, so he gets there in an hour. So Keegan gets a message in an hour.
Well, that's a problem, actually. Yes, you learn that Keegan is currently not at home.
Oh. Then the hunters...
Apparently, he plans to be, spending the night in Vienna.
Then I did all of that unnecessarily?
Perhaps.
Oh, jeez. Alright. They shouldn't be able to track me, though, hunters, right?
I can't answer that.
Fuck me. I'm probably screwed because they're probably, putting down under surveillance and seeing a servant go in and out with a letter. That doesn't sound good.
Oh dear.
God
Does it ever?
damn it. Okay, what do I do?
Well, my first suggestion is that you get your paranoia under control.
Okay, I get my paranoia. I'm not gonna go nuts. They're probably normal that people leave messages during the evening because most people aren't awake that time. So let's go with that thought, not go, crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, step 1, get your paranoia under control. Because unfortunately, going crazy is not going to help you.
I'm not a Malkavian. That's my problem.
Yeah, apparently. So, you know that Keegan is more or less unreachable for the night.
Yes.
And likely won't be back until shortly before dawn.
Yeah, could I possibly... What did they tell my servant? What Keegan was or going?
That he is spending the night in Vienna.
And that's all. Fuck. Could I put I do know the road, the normal road that you take from Klosterberg to Vienna, and he probably took a car, I would guess.
Yep.
So could I put an interception that would stop him and tell him on his way back to Klosterberg to not go back to his house? Could I organize that?
That could potentially work.
Putting it halfway on the way to Vienna and put it there on the normal road, and hope he doesn't take something else too. But
Probably doesn't take an alternate route back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you still have a problem on your hands.
Which is?
Well, there's 3 hunters that seem to know Keegan's a vampire.
Yes, that's why I'm
Worse yet, apparently someone's given them an anonymous tip about this.
Oh yeah, that too. Well, I can't. What could I do about their honor? I couldn't really question them regarding the anonymous tips because they did tell me you don't need to care about us. You just answer our questions. Else.
Yeah.
So I don't really have access to that. Should I go back to? No, I can't go back to Fatima now, can I? That would be a bit weird.
You were just supposed to go talk to the hunters. You never went back to them. You just fuck bailed for 2 hours.
Well, I couldn't ask the hunters any questions about, what the hell they were going to do with that information, right?
Yeah.
They would be very suspicious of me.
Yeah.
So
I know, but you can go talk to Father Maurer, I said.
Did you say
nothing
that?
to do with the hunters.
Did you say that?
Yeah. You just kind of basically fuck bailed on your conversation with him. Because you
Well,
were too busy being paranoid about the hunters that you just left the church.
Yeah, and he's probably asleep now. And the other priest doesn't seem to know anything about this. Man, I really should have. Ah, okay. Anonymous tip. Who could have given an anonymous tip about Keegan? It's probably another vampire now. Wouldn't
Well, you know the following. That there was recently an attempt on Keegan's life. An assassin came to his estate. And currently there is one guard dead, one guard bedridden, and Keegan is also extraordinarily ill. Apparently this assassin used some kind of disease attack. So, following that logic, there are now hunters.
So somebody wants him dead. And it's probably a vampire.
You're starting to clue in.
Yay.
There you go. Get those gears turning.
Okay. So how do I lure that man out in the open?
Well, that's a question for you.
I know. I'm just, telling. Yeah, I'm doing a soliloquy, I think. It's called, no? Or a monologue.
Yeah, that's
monologue. Monologue works better.
You're monologuing.
That's, because nobody else is... They aren't allowed... Anybody else isn't allowed to use the information I tell them right now. Anyways, of the other vamp and the other people.
So, yeah.
I'm making this more interesting, because if I just sit here and it's silent, me thinking, that doesn't really make for interesting content.
Nope. Keep going, though. Alright. Also, your next question about your interception.
Yeah.
Will you be personally there, or will it just be a human?
Oh, yeah, fuck. Should I go as... I should probably go, right?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Because then he would actually stop, else he would just think that that's probably something else trying to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I would be pretty paranoid after somebody tried to kill me.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna go there myself.
So you have to waylay him without him being paranoid that you're trying to kill him. So your presence would probably be beneficial to this.
Yes. So I'd probably go personally there. But before that, I'm thinking, what should I do? Can I place some kind of surveillance of his house without
what kind of surveillance would it be?
What do I have access to?
Well, I mean, I'd like to remind you that electrical lighting is a novelty right now.
So it's very dark.
Well, no.
What do you mean that?
That's not what I mean.
Okay.
So much as I mean that kind of limits. Not like you can get security cameras or something.
You mean it like that? I know, but I'm thinking if I send somebody there to try and somebody with good perception to go and listen and see if they can notice anything.
Well, there are 20 or so armed guards on the property.
Yeah, those guys do.
It's too bad they aren't aware of this.
Yeah, should I? Oh, I should probably.
Maybe that would be a place to start.
Well, okay, yeah, they didn't tell them. I told them to give the message to Keegan, and they won't read the message.
Unfortunately, Keegan, of course, is currently not at home.
So I should tell them that hunters are coming, because they should know what hunters are, right?
No, they have no idea that Keegan's
Okay, so I'm gonna tell them that somebody is going to attack and try and assassinate Keegan again during dawn.
Yeah.
So they should prepare.
They don't even know that was an assassination attempt.
But there's one guard dead and one hurt.
Yeah, they're tuberculosis. Rapid onset tuberculosis. That is all. Most certainly not vampires. Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell them that there
Remember
is
the
going to be
Masquerade. Don't tell humans.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell the guards before I leave to try and intercept Keegan that there's going to be an attack on Keegan's estate, and there's going to be an assassination attempt.
Okay.
So please put the
Double watch
stage
for the
under-
morning shift.
Yeah, double watch.
Double
Prepare
watch for the
some.
morning shift.
Prepare a lot of fucking weapons.
All right. Well, at least we have the starting point for our next session.
Okay.
When the entire party is present. So,
Okay.
you've gone to Keegan's estate. You've warned the guard captain of a threat that will come in the morning.
Yes.
Of 3 lovely gentlemen who fit the witch hunter description that plan to attack and attempt to assassinate Keegan. In the meantime, you and a couple of your servants are driving down the road along the Danube River here in an attempt to set up and plan to waylay Keegan before he gets back into town, warning him that there is an assassination attempt against him. All right.
But did they go
What about-
personally, or did they like send a message to the guard again?
Well, presumably you'd go personally, or you could send a message, up to you.
Isn't like a message better?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Might be better if you go personally. It would take less time, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'll go personally. But I feel like you were trying to make the hunter suspicious of me, Caitlin.
Oh no, the hunters aren't suspicious of you at all. You passed your wits,
Oh
Masquerade.
yeah, that I did that. So even if I told them,
You're a nobody, as far as they're concerned.
fuck, they wouldn't have cared if they wouldn't have known if I lied. God damn it, me.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, it happens.
Well, too bad for Keegan.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna give you hell for this. Like, that ain't my job. Keegan's gonna be the one giving you hell for this.
I'm doing whatever I can to warn him.
Yep. Oh. Alright, well, unfortunately that's the end of our session. Tune in next time to see the result of this. Oh, crap.
Yeah, see you guys. Sorry, Keegan again.
Oh, you fucked up so bad, mate. I love you.
Well, you didn't screw me myself over like the other people did.
Yeah,
that
you
good
made
for
to screw
me?
somebody else over, so you're doing better than them. Oh. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I've been Kelvin, and this has been Craftlol.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.